Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there? We're excited to be with you guys here for Game Day. We got some more Pilot Championship Series open play games coming your way here during this time. We're going to be just 46 seconds left to get enrolled in this Pride of Minnesota game. Then most of the games are going to be focused on either our top 10 or our Vikings victory games.
Oh, yeah.
Our two football-themed games for most of the rest of the day. We'll go Vikings victory, then top 10, then Vikings victory, then top 10, then Vikings victory, then Vikings victory, then top 10, then Vikings victory.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Lots of
go.
Vikings victory and a lot of football.
Yeah, exactly. So we're excited to be with you guys. Like I say, now it's just 15 seconds till we get rolling on this next game of Pride of Minnesota. We should check in on our top scores here, as I know you guys are trying to get into that championship series, which is the top score in each one of these games by December 8th. Will earn a spot into that, and it's a chance at $10,000 total pot.
Oh, yeah.
That's available there in that championship final. So I know everybody's trying to get it in there, so make sure you're in there. At noon, we will be announcing the new Vikings.
Oh, yeah. I'm super
prizes.
excited to let them know what the new prizes are.
I know. We got some good stuff. You guys are going to like it, I believe. And we got Goalie Mom jumping out there to the top. Jackpot Jen in 6. Jackpot Jen's been just killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely destroying it in the PCS. So there we go. We got Henk 2017 out there. Fishy 24 in second. Goalie Mom in third. Missy 1, 2, 3 in third. So those are going to change a lot here as we're just about a minute into this 10-minute, 45-play game. So a lot of shifting will happen. But our top scorer here in Pride of Minnesota is RJ5616 with 30,890 points. That is our only 30,000 top score.
That's Meso Perch.
Oh, that was Messel Perch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're in Pride of Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Jackpot Jen.
I was just talking about Jackpot Jen's been
Yeah,
killing it out
as
there.
the 26,610 total point.
Hey, we got Yags, Amax, and Sloppy checking in on the Player Connect. Let's send them out some luck.
Oh, yeah, here you go. Yags, Amex, and Sloppy. Here you go. There's some luck. Hopefully you can get into that top 10.
There we go. Thanks for checking in, guys, on Player Connect.
Well, speaking of like the new prizes that we were talking about that we're going to announce at noon.
Yes.
This is one of the best days to get into that top 5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Especially for this next week, because we're going to be playing so much Vikings victory.
Absolutely. It's time to set the bar high here as the week's getting rolling, and make sure you are out there. Well, I think also we should talk about who won. They probably already saw it on Facebook, on Instagram. You guys are checking in on the socials. But the people that won last week, we had five great prizes last week.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about those.
Yeah, so in fifth place, we had a Vikings baseball hat, and Jay Kerrigan won that out there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And then in fourth place, the Vikings stocking hat went out to Amax. Good job, Amax.
Who just checked in on Player Connect. So,
oh, yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah,
And then
should have that stocking hat coming your way.
Yeah, you can
just like that luck.
Sport that while you're playing. Take a picture of yourself with the new hat on.
Oh, yeah.
And while you're playing some Vikings victory. That would be awesome. Send us that picture.
Oh, yeah. You win any of this stuff, send a picture into Facebook so then we can see you guys with your new Vikings merch.
Yeah, exactly. So Jay Kerrigan wearing that cool baseball hat. Then we got that mini helmet signed by Anthony Barr with a the certificate of authenticity. Super cool. Anthony Barr, great linebacker for our Vikings, and that was Dan winning that.
Oh, yeah. Then in second place, we got the photo signed by BC Johnson. It's framed and everything, also with the certification.
Yep.
And Slim Jim won that. Good job, Slim Jim, taking home that photo signed by BC Johnson.
Yeah, congratulations, Slim Jim, on that. And then I think what all of us were super excited about was that football sign by Delvin.
Oh,
Cook.
yeah. I mean, that was, I feel like, a lot of people's goal was to try to get that ball by Dalvin Cook.
Absolutely. Well, Birdie Boy was able to take that home, and so congratulations, Birdie Boy, on getting that signed football, NFL, it's an actual football that you play in the NFL with. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
signed by
Whenever
Dalvin
I
Cook.
grab those NFL footballs, I just always realize how large those guys' hands are.
Oh, yeah.
Because their hands wrap around that football.
Oh.
And the footballs are like, if you don't know, it's a little bit bigger than like your regular high school or college ball. It's a really fat ball.
It is. It's a large football. But it's signed by Dalvin Cook. It does have the certificate of authenticity and all that. And that will be yours, Birdie Boys. All of our winners, like you said, Ian, take a picture with that prize. Send it to us. We'd love to put that on Facebook, on all our social medias, and just celebrate with you on those cool Vikings merch that you guys got. So that is awesome.
Oh,
awesome
yeah.
stuff.
Well, we're just about halfway through this first game of Pride of Minnesota, and we got Burger in first place, Tam Bam in 6th, Sloppy in 7th, Jackpot Jen in 8th, and Missy 1, 2, 3 in 9th.
Nice.
In second place is Slim Jim. Third place, Hank 2017. In fourth place, Jackpot Jen, and then fifth place, Grandy
Sam. I know Grandy Sam was in our leaderboard for a while. I don't know if I should look at all those top scores.
Oh, yeah.
There.
It looks like Grady Sam has used up all of her plays, but Burger still has a good amount of plays left. So does Scuba Steve.
Yeah, they got some plays still left.
Oh, yeah.
We'll keep an eye on that. Mm-hmm. And here's the other thing, guys. So as we're moving through this Vikings victory, so that top score will still be listed basically as the top score in Vikings victory. That'll still be Birdie Boy.
Yeah.
At 25,795 points. Okay, but the slate is wiped completely clean for these top 5 prizes for this week. And so you got a whole new group of 5 that are going to be vying for these new prizes that we're going to announce at noon. So that's a whole clean slate of folks.
Oh, yeah.
Then. So we'll be looking at that, but yeah. So we'll get those top prizes. We'll tell you guys all about that stuff. We do have just one national day today. It's kind of been light lifting lately. Other than Wednesday. Right before Thanksgiving.
Because that's actually tied to right before Thanksgiving, we were thinking.
It was, yeah. So, but
all the other days have been really light, and now we only have one, which is National Electronic Greetings Day. It kind of makes sense because I feel like it's Cyber Monday, so everyone's going online shopping right now and stuff like that, and it's a big day for electronics.
Absolutely.
And I know one of my roommates, he's planning on going to the Best Buy today and looking at TVs.
Okay. Yep. Cyber Monday's a big deal. I know we had Black Friday and now Cyber Monday, and so while you're on the internet, while you're surfing the interwebs, you can send out a greeting, a holiday greetings to family, friends.
Oh, yeah. And for people in Minnesota, this is probably the better way to get your like Black Friday type stuff done.
Oh, yeah, because sometimes the roads can be a little.
And I was saying quarantine too. You can just order it online and you don't have to leave the comfort of your home.
Oh, there you go.
But sometimes you need to get out a little bit, get some fresh air.
That's true.
I took a walk yesterday, just outside a little bit, wore my coat out.
Yeah.
Just got some fresh air. It was really nice.
No, that is good. It's good to get fresh air for sure. For sure. Well, we got Burger still in first, Slim Jim in second, Header in third, Hank 2017 in fourth, and Sloppy in fifth. Sloppy checked in with us right before the show, so good to see you out there, Sloppy. Scuba Steve in seventh, Amax in eighth, Amax in Yags 370. All 3 of the players that checked in with us before are in the top 9 here. So, as they say, it pays to say hey on the Player Connect app. Do they say that?
I think it would help them out if they said hey.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're saying. So we're getting ready for a great NFL day as well.
Great matchup between the Panthers and the Vikings. Panthers have been struggling as of late. I thought
Yes.
they looked really good early in the season.
Yes.
And now have kind of struggled, especially with the loss of Teddy Bridgewater. But is it PJ Walker?
PJ Walker, yes.
Yeah, he did pretty well last week against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, but they do get Teddy back this week. The Panthers.
Oh, they do? Is he healthy?
Yeah, so we're expecting to see Teddy Bridgewater playing against us, his former team here in Minnesota. So
I think
so
we
we'll
know a
see.
little bit about him.
We know who he is.
We can understand.
Yeah,
We'll get on him.
He's a good player. I like Teddy. We'll see how he's able to come back off the injury. And but they did find a capable replacement in PJ Walker.
Oh, we got Boat Racer 1 saying, hey.
All right, we got to set. Here we go.
There. Oh, boom. There's a whole bunch of luck
There's a whole
right
bunch
there.
of luck. Patented long snaps.
Oh, and there's Grandy Sam checking in as well. What's
There we
up?
go. There
How
we
are
go.
you doing? Sloppy saying hey as
There
well.
we go.
Chucking more.
We're just chucking luck
We're
everywhere.
just chucking luck left and right.
There we
mean,
go.
it's everywhere.
you gotta check in. You gotta ask for the luck, and then you get it. You get some love on the Player Connect for sure. We're looking to give out as much luck as possible.
Oh, yeah, and it's official. There's the winner, Burger, scoring 16,355 points.
Nicely
Good
done.
job, Burger. Not quite enough to pass Jackpot Jen over in Pride in Minnesota, who had scored 26,000 points.
Yeah.
I
Jackpot
believe.
Jen's got a pretty high score out there right now. Yeah, 26,610 points on that top score for Jackpot Jen. But that means we're rolling into a game of Vikings victory. And that's what we're all about today. A lot of Vikings victory, a lot of football.
Oh, yeah.
All things NFL, all things Minnesota Vikings. And we're rolling into a great game day with you guys. It is Electronics Greetings Day, so make sure you say hey to all of your friends, family, and send them out something.
Oh,
just
yeah,
to
a
wish them
little electronic greeting.
That's right. It's easy. It makes it a little easier to do it, and you can get those connections going. It's a great thing to do, and it is the National Day, Electronic Greetings Day.
Yeah, it's the only national day.
Only one out there. So you only got one thing you got to do today, and that's we'll make it two. You got to play a little PCS.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to do your electronic greetings.
Yeah, get yourself into that top 5 of Vikings victory.
That's right.
And
we're getting close. We're 19 minutes away from announcing those new weekly prizes in Vikings victory, which is going to be great.
we got some more people checking in. Frog Hair and Tam N saying hey.
Okay.
And we got Sloppy saying skull.
All right. Yeah, let's go, Sloppy. Here we go. I got some extra luck right down here for all those folks right there that just checked.
Oh, yeah, a whole bunch of it. And there you guys go. Whole bunch of luck for you guys for checking in and saying hey. And for saying skull, rooting for the
little extra,
Vikings.
because we had sent him some, so that's a little extra luck for him.
Oh, yeah.
For saying skull. We definitely are in on that. So we'll be talking about all of our predictions for all the NFL games coming up, but we should dive into right now our analysis of this week for the Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should jump into that stuff because we got kickoff here in just a little bit at noon against those Panthers that are 4-7. And, of course, our Vikings are 4-6. Here's the deal, guys. So Minnesota is a 3-point favorite, okay?
Oh, Minnesota's a 3-point favorite against the Panthers.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's a bigger win than that.
Yeah. And here's the over-under. The over-under is 49.5. So they're saying that the total combined scores of the two teams is going to be between 49 and 50 points, okay?
Uh-huh.
And here's why I believe that our Minnesota Vikings will win. All right, Carolina will be without Christian McCaffrey again. Teddy Bridgewater will be fine, and he's going against his old team. But the defensive performance that the Panthers put on against Detroit, I believe, was an aberration. All
yes.
Right? All right. Yeah, so the run defense held up well at times over the last few weeks. I'm talking about the Panthers, okay? but it's about to go against a pounding ground game that should do what Tampa Bay was able to do a few weeks ago and pound out over 200 yards. That's what I believe.
Oh, yeah.
That, and there will be a whole lot of big plays down the field. The Vikings lead the NFL in yards per attempt. Okay?
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that goes to show in very much Justin Jefferson's category. He has a very high yards per catch. And
he did at LSU last year as well.
He had that at LSU as well. He is our fantasy football player to watch.
Yes.
Wide receiver Justin Jefferson. With Adam Thielen out with COVID issues, Jefferson will get the majority of the targets this week. We're thinking so.
Yeah.
And he is a huge deep ball threat.
Yeah.
And so it will be interesting to see against a struggling, not as great defense the Panthers have. See if Justin Jefferson can put up a really crazy game.
Yeah, he's only had double-digit targets in 2 games so far this year.
Yes.
But I think we'll see that today.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we'll make that 3 today.
I would like to see that. I want to see him get more targets because PFF has him rated as the number 2 wide receiver.
Yes.
I want to see if he can produce like the number 2 wide receiver in the league.
Absolutely. Well, I predict over 100 yards of receptions for Jefferson. I predict double-digit targets for him, and I think he'll at least get 1 touchdown. I'd like to see him get a couple TDs on the day, and that would be, especially if you got a points per catch league in your fantasy, then that's huge points for you if he's got double-digit catches.
Oh, that makes points just like you go from if he had 100 yards and then 11 catches. If it's not points per catch, that's only 10 points. But once it's points per catch, it's like 20-point game, which is huge for fantasy.
Absolutely. Then you throw a touchdown on top of that, you start getting up looking at 30 so points or so.
Well, I'm thinking we're going to see a real balanced attack from the Vikings this week with a heavy dosage of Dalvin Cook in the run and pass game.
Right.
Get a Madison in there, just have a constant wear down that Carolina defense, and then hit them with explosion plays from the outside with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, and I think we'll get Kyle Rudolph in there. We'll get Irv Smith Jr. involved. I think it's going to be that they're going to throw the ball all over the field and also run it right down the throats with Dalvin Cook. So we'll see how all that ends up playing out. But I think that all leads to a Vikings victory.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction. All right. So my prediction. Oh, we got Missy 123 checking in Dynasty checking in as well. Here we go.
All right, boom. There's some
Dynasty,
luck
I should say.
to send out to Dynasty and Missy 123.
Here we go, guys. Boom. There's a bunch of luck for you guys. Thanks for checking in. Oh, Lou Bear checking in. Hell, have you throw it. Here we go.
Okay.
Lou Bear, one of our top players out there.
There you go, Lou Bear.
Nicely done. So here's my prediction, guys. So I'm going Minnesota 30, Carolina 23.
Okay, so you're going over on the 49.5.
Yeah, I'm going over, and I'm going
because
Vikings.
I know I saw Sloppy say that it's going to be under.
Oh,
the
Sloppy's
49.
Thinking, I think it's going to be over.
I'm
going high scoring.
Okay, I'm going a low scoring matchup.
Okay, all right,
I'm
going Sloppy on that.
18-13.
Oh,
Vikings pull out the win in a close matchup.
Okay.
But it's a not very close 18-13.
Okay, like the Vikings dominate the time of possession.
Yes.
They kind of,
they dominate the ball. They really just don't really give the ball up that much. Really use that run game to control. Kind of see them play a more Titan style of football where you know how the Titans just hand it off to Derrick Henry.
Yep.
Just let him just get 4 yards, 5 yards of carry,
All right.
and just drive it down the field. I think we'll see a lot of that out of the running back duo of Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison.
Yeah, I'm seeing that run game and that pass game too, but I'm seeing explosion plays, just huge explosion plays. Got Tony checking in with his prediction. He's got Vikings 21, Panthers 17. And Nikki, hot off the Nikki Network, we got Nikki with Vikings 27, Panthers 21. So there you go. That is all 4 of our predictions. Some a little more varying. A lot of times our predictions are all really tight.
Yeah,
kind of where we're predicting things. But there I am up at the high end of those points.
Yes.
Tony and Nikki are right there at that over/under kind of thing, and you're way under down here.
Yeah.
You and Sloppy way under.
Yeah,
down
I think it's going to end up being a little bit more of a defensive time of possession game.
Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing you. We'll see. How about that? I think that they're going to get some big explosion yards out of Madison and out of Cook. And I think, also, not only in that run game, I think they're going to hit Cook in that screen game and get some big gains that way as well. So.
I mean, that's a great way to use Cook. I mean, his explosion is just like when he hits that second gear and gets past that second level of players, he can really explode and make some big plays.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a fun game. We're excited to be with you guys for that. And, of course, next week we do have coming up again. We'll be right here at noon, and the Vikings are going all the way down to Tampa Bay to take on them Tom Brady Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay?
The Tampa Bay. So that'll be exciting next Sunday. So what a great game that will be. We'll see if we can get a win. I feel better about going to that game 5-6. A lot better than going in 4-7.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And it does seem that there's a trend with Tampa Bay where they do really well, really bad, really well, really bad. So let's hope that they do really well this week.
Right, just look like world beaters,
like just absolutely stars this week.
Yeah.
So then we can make them look really bad coming into the next week.
Because literally, it seems like all the talking heads are saying every week they're saying, oh, like either. The Buccaneers are the best team in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And then the next week they're like, Tom Brady's washed up.
He's
he
terrible.
Can't play anymore. He's done.
He's 0 of 19 on 20-yard deep balls.
Exactly. Just send him out to pasture. But we'll see. Hopefully that's the week against the Vikings when they're talking that kind of talk after that. So we are rolling. We're already just with. Just a little over 3.5 minutes left in this game.
Dang,
of Vikings
Burger's at number 1 again.
Burger just wants to own the day. Just wants to take care of the entire day. But we'll see if they can hold on. There's a lot of plays for Burger, too. So Burger's got a lot of moves to make still in these last 3 minutes. In second place, we got Tamminen. We got Seabear 25 in third. Chrissy 1965 in fourth. Mrs. Yags in fifth. In sixth, we got, now Mrs. Yags. She just wanted to hear her name twice, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so then seventh, we got Missy, 1, 2, 3. We got Destiny in eighth. And in ninth, we got Beef, one of our longtime great players.
All right, well, Fishy24 needs a little bit of luck.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
And there you go, Fishy24. Hopefully they can get you into that top 9.
There we go. We got 2.5 minutes left to get that done here. There's a few players, like Missy 1, 2, 3 looks like out of plays. Burger's still got quite a few. Willissa's out of plays. Seabear 25 looks out. But Mrs. Yags got some plays. Chrissy 1965's got some plays. Burger's got quite a few, actually.
Oh, yeah, Burger's looking really good. Could maybe see Burger get themselves into that top 5 situation in Vikings victory.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully some big plays here at the end for everybody. Those with some plays left. And see if you guys can make a move into that top 5 of prizes here for this week.
Oh, yeah. And then
excited.
next game, we get to announce what the new prizes are.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. We're 7 minutes away. 7 long minutes away.
So long.
From from this announcement. We're excited to tell you guys about what the Vikings sent over to us.
And get those games rolling.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Super, super great. So let's see. We also got some celebrity birthdays for today. Not a ton of them that I'm super familiar with, but Jacques Chirac, I think is how you'd pronounce that. Born in 1932, president of France.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So happy birthday, Jacques.
Yeah, I only know one of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one I know, you know as well.
Exactly. I've told one of his jokes here on air once.
Yeah, that's in 1955. The great actor comedian Howie Mandel was born on today.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we're under a minute now left in these plays here in this first game of Vikings victory on our game day broadcast of Pilot Championship Series.
Oh yeah, let's see if Burger doesn't look like Burger's got any more points left.
Yeah, anybody in our top 9 with any plays left? Looks like everyone's used up all the plays.
Looks like all the plays, and now we're just seeing if anybody can squeak their way into that top 9.
Let's see if it can get done. We're rooting for you guys out there for sure.
Or can Dicey, with that little bit of luck that we sent over to her, hold on to that 9th place spot?
Could happen. It could.
Well, if anyone's trying, they only got 10 seconds left.
That's right. Oh, it's getting down to the wire here. The tabulators are already doing the tabulations, and we will see what happens, and if Burger holds on with the fireworks and the big hoopla.
Oh
yeah. Let's see here. See if they make it official. All the tabulations being entered.
There's Burger scoring 13,000 points and 13,265 points. Good job, Burger.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
2-time number 1.
Yeah, we've had 2 games today. We did Pride of Minnesota. We did Viking victory.
Yes.
There's been 1 player to win at all,
Oh, yeah.
and that is Burger.
Good job, Burger. We'll be
Taking the double
right
shot.
back after this short break.
See you in a second.
Hey, hey, hey.
How's it going, guys? We're back and better than ever, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Some more PCS Championship. This time it's top 10. Our leader in the house on this top 10 checked in earlier with us is Lou Bear with the top score there in top 10. That score is 28,490. That's going to be tough to beat. That's a nice score, Lou Bear. But we'll see it because we do have 130,000 point out there. It's in Meso Perch.
Yeah. I mean, that is a crazy score right there
Yeah.
over in Meso Perch.
Yeah. So, but Lou Bear holding that 28,490 here in top 10.
And look at this time right here. It's almost time. Almost time.
Look at that. That clock is a ticking. We will see if
one more minute before we get to announce the wonderful prizes of this new Vikings victory.
That is correct. Now my
matchups.
clock says it's 12. Is that what you got?
Yep, I
All
got
right,
12 as
it's time.
well.
All right, 5th place. You are going to get a Vikings baseball hat.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if it's the same, but
I have not seen.
I haven't seen these yet.
We have not seen these prizes. I know they've came in. I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah. We may sneak them up to show you guys again.
I don't know.
Well, we got before I announce the 4th place prize,
Yes.
we got Spro Frog.
Okay.
Checking in and is a first-time player. Woo! Good job,
All right.
Spro Frog. Well, we'll
All right.
shoot you over a whole
All right,
bunch.
let's go.
I'll
All right.
load you up with a whole bunch for a new player.
All right. Here's as much as I can carry, Spro Frog. This is much luck. Here it comes. Boom. There you go. Got a bunch of luck coming your way. Great to have you with us, Spro Frog.
Oh, yeah.
We love all of our regular players, but we love getting new players too. So it is awesome. So our 5th place Vikings baseball hat.
4th place Viking stocking hat.
Those stocking hats are cool. I don't know if it's the exact same style.
Oh, yeah.
Again. We haven't seen these.
I'm hoping that we get a little bit of variety.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Again, don't know. So, but we've got in 3rd place another baseball hat. There you go.
Ooh.
But then wait for these next two. These are some pretty cool prizes coming up on 1 and 2.
Oh yeah. Well, that number 2 one is we've been talking about him this morning.
Yeah, big key to victory.
Is a photo signed by Alexander Madison.
That is sweet.
I mean, that's
That
a
is
sweet one. If you haven't seen these photos yet, they're big, nice photos.
Yeah,
they're
framed.
super well done, and I'm sure the signature looks super nice.
Yeah, they send that certificate of authenticity.
I mean, that's going to be a sweet prize right there.
Yeah.
Plus, Alexander Madison, I think he's a starting level caliber running back.
for sure.
For a lot of other teams.
I mean, if he didn't have the best running back in the NFL in front of him.
Oh, yeah. If he was over with the Rams or something,
Right.
I feel like he would be able to start.
Oh, and I think he would be considered one of the top backs in the NFL. If he
Oh,
was over
yeah.
there. Yeah. Yep, for sure. No, great player. You're going to enjoy having that signed photo if you can get that number 2 score in the state of Minnesota here this next week.
Oh, yeah. And
But that number 1 is...
Yeah, the number 1.
I like to get my hands on this one.
The number 1 is pretty cool.
It's a mini helmet signed by Adam Thielen.
Oh, yeah. We don't get to see him this week, but... I mean, he's been a stellar wide receiver the last couple years.
I definitely want that in my collection for sure. That is super sweet. Well, if you can get the top score in the state of Minnesota this next week, you will have a mini helmet signed by Adam Thielen. You get the certificate of authenticity and everything that goes with it. So that will be super, super cool to have as a part of your collection. Make sure you're playing early and often this week to get your hands on that mini helmet signed by Adam Thielen.
Oh,
We'd
yeah.
all like to have
I mean, those
that.
top 2 are pretty sweet. The signed ones, the mini helmet signed by Adam Thielen and the photo signed by Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get a better top 2 than
No,
that.
we'll see next week, but that's a pretty sweet top 2. I bet you Birdie Boy wants to put that signed Adam Thielen helmet right next to his signed Dalvin Cook football.
Oh, imagine if you won both. I mean, that would be a legendary Vikings collection right there.
Yeah, you are the man. So we will see how that plays out. We might get a whole new group of winners this next week. We might get some of the same players that get in that top 5. We will see. Well, Mr. Nice Guy's got a nice jump out there. Look at those
Whoa,
points.
that's 20,000 points.
Cow. Out there, this is on our top 10.
But look at CK
Yeah.
with a lot less points played and is at 20,000 points as well.
I'll tell you what, these guys want to get in to that finals. This is a game of top 10. Lou Bear right now holding that top score at 28,490. CK 3121 now at 21,690 here in a game of top 10. We're excited that you guys are playing this with us. Cookies in 6, Yags 370 in 7th, Chuckles in 8th, Louie out there in 9th place. Mr. Nice Guy now back in top with 22,515. These are amazing points, but I think Mr. Nice Guy may be out of place.
That third place spot is a good score anyways. Like 13,000 points won the last match.
Yeah,
and now we got people in the 23,000. Wow.
Wow, yeah. Now that's a get yourself into the the top scorers kind of score, but it's still got to get another 5,000 points, CK. So keep after it. Keep hitting those great plays that you're getting. Because Lou Bear's at 28,490 points. That's what we're shooting for right here. We got 13-13 with a lot of plays left. M. Brown looks like they're down out of plays, and Mrs. Yag's got a lot of plays in 9th place.
We got a little funny little word play from Fishy24.
Okay.
He said, I have a feeling that that helmet could be mine.
Oh, nicely played. Nicely played. Nice pun there, my friend. Well, we'll be rooting for you. That would be a nice win for sure. We're excited about that, and we'll see how that all plays. Well, it's about time for us to give our loosely researched, overstretching ourselves picks on every game in the NFL going on right now here at this noon kickoff time frame. And the first one up we've got is an interesting matchup, I think, and that is Chargers-Bills.
Oh, yeah.
I like that matchup. I mean, you got the young, also there with Jefferson in that rookie of the year.
And I was just talking with you on break about how Austin Eckler's back.
Yes.
For the Chargers. That's a huge addition to a young quarterback who hasn't had that solidified running back that he's needed, and he's really put on a show without having much of a run game.
True.
As a rookie quarterback, and they've lost many of these games, like these top games. They're only 3-7, but all their losses have been one-score games.
Oh, yeah. Look at that score for CK 31-21, 25,635.
I mean, look at our top 3, all 20,000 point getters.
Yeah, Misty 56 got up over the 20,000 as well. There's Lou Bear, our current leader in the house, in 6th place out there. Got a couple of plays maybe left in that, but not a ton of plays there. But Misty's got 21,550, and in 3rd place, Mrs. Jags in 4th place with 15,195. That oftentimes is a number 1 score. So there's Grandy Sam, has been on our leaderboard. Header out there in 9th place, Justin in 7th. And so we got a bunch of top players and getting a lot of points in this round of top 10. CK 31-21 did come up just a little short on Lou Bear's score there on that.
Wow, but that was a really good round, though.
That really was a lot of top scores. Got really good, and he got another minute 50. So we'll see if anyone else has got. It looks like Grandy Sam's got a few more plays left. I'm trying to see if anybody else in our top 9. Yeah, She Devil in 4th place now. Just past Mrs. Yag, still has some plays left. So there could be still a little bit of shakeup here. We'll see what She Devil can do. She Devil's been a top player here in the PCS as well. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking more on the Chargers-Buffalo game.
Yeah.
I think if I was going to bet on an upset, I would be betting on the Chargers beating Buffalo.
Yeah.
Out of all this week, because the 3-7 Chargers are not a bad team.
No, they're not bad at all. There's been a lot of close wins against a lot of good teams. And the Bills have been kind of, we talked about the Buccaneers being that team where you think, wow, they can beat anybody. And then the next week you think they could lose to anybody, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like the Bills are kind of in that kind of realm as well. So what you got? So are you making the full pick?
I'm making the full pick. I'm saying Chargers beat Buffalo. There's with the addition of Austin Eckler, we're going to see a completely different Chargers offense where they can actually maintain and manage the ball and have a little bit longer time of possession, because what they've had to do is pass the ball, not have the ball for a long time. They put up really good points,
for sure,
but then their defense just is never off the field. And so I'm thinking we're going to see a different Chargers team than we've had the last couple weeks, and it's going to be a really good day for the Chargers.
Awesome. Yeah, that's very cool. I think that's very likely, but I'm in Josh Allen. I trust. I'm going Buffalo Bills.
That's not a bad pick either.
No.
I mean, that's the more probable pick.
Right. They're the favorite. Yeah. So
is Buffalo.
Yep. So there we go. I think one of the most interesting matchups, another one of the most interesting matchups, because I thought that one's very interesting. But this one is a two teams that like to just get downhill, grind the ball, and just get after it. Is the Titans and the Colts. So that's going to, hey, look at there, CK3121 taking the win with 25,635 points. That's a heck of a game you just put in there, CK31. But I think our entire leaderboard had 14,000 points, was in 9th place, and we've seen a lot of times that win a game.
Oh, yeah.
So that was everybody just put their best effort there in that round of top 10. And that means we're getting into Vikings victory again. So these will go towards your points of trying to get into that top 5.
Oh,
and get yourself a signed Thielen mini helmet.
Yeah, signed Thielen mini helmet. A hat, either stocking hat or baseball.
That's correct. Or
the signed photo from Alexander Madison. I mean, there's a lot of good prizes.
Collection either.
Those two top are very good prizes for your little Vikings memorabilia wall if you're trying to collect that up.
Absolutely. Well, let's. So Titans, Colts. I think this is two teams that like to get after it. Front lines, they're just going to kind of bring that power.
Now, this one is going to be a matchup between Derrick Henry and Darius Leonard. Derrick Henry, arguably one of the best running backs in the league. Darius Leonard, arguably one of the best linebackers in the league. Can he be able to get to Derrick Henry, get him down, and make it really hard for that them to get that run game going? My prediction is no.
Okay.
I think that they're going to dominate the time of possession. Derrick Henry, I might have gotten just a little glimpse of the stats that have already happened in the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I've seen Derrick Henry got 5 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown, averaging 8.4 yards per carry. And so
that's if they can do that all day long.
So it's not looking that great for them. Ryan Tannehill is 4 for 4. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it does seem like the Indianapolis Colts, Phillip Rivers has been stepping in more and playing a little bit more like how he used to, and feels like he's starting to get more of the reins on this offense.
Yeah, for sure. And they've been using sneakily well, using Jacoby Brissett in different packages and stuff, and he's been able to get out there and do some good things. Frank Wright's a good coach. I think he can pull something together. So I'm gonna go with the upset here and go with the Colts. On this, that they right the ship here and get the win against the Titans.
I mean, I'd be interested to see who they have as the favorite.
Yeah,
because they're both 7-3 teams.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Titans
I would guess
favorite.
the Titans are the favorite just because the Titans have played, I think, a harder schedule.
Yeah. Well, I'll pull that up. I'm going to look up the odds.
Well, my prediction, Titans win. I think that they're going to hold on to that ball for a really long time, not let Phillip Rivers really get into a groove, and I think that they'll play really well.
Yeah, so as that pulls up here for me...
I'll talk about what the other matchup, the 1 o'clock matchup, is Browns Jaguars. that should be an interesting one because even though the Browns have a lot better schedule, they have seemed to be really up and down.
Oh yeah, I mean I'll say this. I feel like Stefanski has just stepped in, coming from the offensive coordinator here with us, coming over there to the Cleveland Browns. He's just been, I've said this before on the broadcast, but he's just been the adult in the room and kind of got things under control there in Cleveland. Cleveland's always been felt like an out-of-control franchise.
Yes.
Where they got tons of talent walking around the building, but they just needed someone to come in and control the situation.
Yes.
And I think Stefanski's done a nice job of that. And
Well-
just kind of, and even when they're losing or they're winning, they're not like getting blown out or
they finally have an identity, it feels like.
Right.
And what their identity is, run the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they fought it for a really long time,
Right.
trying to incorporate Odell and Jarvis Landry and that really good receiving core that they had.
Yeah.
But what really their star talent is Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. That 1-2 punch that they have from their backfield is what makes them a really good football team.
And I think what happens is that you draft Baker Mayfield #1 overall, right?
Yes.
And I think that was a little bit of an overdraft. Not that I don't like Baker, but I think it was a little bit of an overdraft. And then you want to justify that overdraft, so you say we're going to put the ball in Baker Mayfield's hands. And it's important to know what you are. Is it is to know what you aren't.
You're not going to, like we said with the Titans, I have the Titans beating the Colts. But if the Titans decide to drop Ryan Tannehill into shotgun and run a spread concept and give the ball to Derrick Henry only 7 times in the game, I would say, no, Colts are going to win.
Yeah.
Because you got to put the team in the right situation. You got to play your style of football.
By the way, I was completely wrong. Colts are the favorite.
Oh, really?
3-point favorite. Yep.
Wow, that actually is surprising to me. So I'm going with the underdog, the Titans.
Yeah, and I'm going with the favorite, Colts. So how about the Browns Jaguars? Let's take a look. Let's see what the odds makers are saying on that one. Here we go. They've got the Browns a 7-point favorite on that.
Well, the Jaguars are 1-9.
Yeah. So it usually makes you an underdog.
So I'm going Browns on this one. I think that their running attack is going to be overwhelming for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's just going to dominate for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Unless Jacksonville has some crazy game that comes out of this. They had the one win early in the season, and I thought, Jacksonville might be trying to win this season.
Yeah.
And then it's just been a real crapshoot since.
I'm just for throwing chum in the water, I'm going to go Jags.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it does feel like if any team's going to blow, like any 7-3 team's going to lose the 1-9 Jaguars.
It'd be the Browns. I don't think Kevin Stefanski is going to allow that to happen. Like I say, I just think they've been winning the games they're supposed to, not always by the margin. Like if you said I get the Jaguars +7,
yes,
which is what the odd makers, then I feel a lot more comfortable on that pick. But right now I'm making the pick of the Jaguars. But if you ask me what's my comfortability in that pick on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being I feel the best about it,
yes,
1 being the worst about it, I feel 1. I definitely have a 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great pick.
No, it's not at all.
Let's Giants Bengals.
Well, this is an interesting game.
With Bengals no longer having Joe Burrows.
Who's even starting at quarterback for them this game?
I do not know because Andy Dalton has been a Iron Man for the Bengals for so long and really hasn't been hurt all that much.
No.
I don't know who their backup is.
He immediately went to the Cowboys and got hurt. But let's see here. I'm trying to get the stats for the Bengals. The NFL doesn't even want to give you the stats of the Bengals. They say, no, we don't actually share any of that. Maybe their offense hasn't been on the field. Oh, that's why. Because I was trying to figure out, there's no stats for them, but they scored a touchdown. How they scored a touchdown?
Yeah.
They took a kick return for a touchdown. So the offense hasn't taken the field, so I still don't know who the quarterback is.
Yeah, Brandon Wilson had a 103-yard kick return.
Yeah, so it is 7-7 right now, Giants and Bengals. We got Jay Walker 8 in first place right now here with just about 6 minutes left to play. There's Destiny in second. We sent out some luck to Destiny. Destiny, one of our top players out there in the state of Minnesota. Good to see you out there in second place, Destiny. M. Brown was in third. We got Yags 370 in sixth.
Though Jay Walker, what Jay Walker's got going on right now is good.
Hardly any plays.
Hardly any plays and is already over 10,000 points.
There's Scuba Steve, another one of our longtime players, in fourth place. M. Brown's now down in fifth because Willissa jumped into second, bumping everybody down. Brent is in sixth. Yags 370 in seventh. Justin in eighth, and Mr. Nice Guy out there in ninth place. And we got about half of our time still left. Some folks have used up a bunch of the plays, but Jay Walker 8 not used up hardly any of their plays, and they're doing just great. So we'll see how that plays out. So, and I feel like the Giants have actually been slowly becoming a better team this year. I think their coaching staff, got a new coaching staff in there. Doing a nice job building that team. Daniel Jones looks
I don't think the Giants are a bad team now.
No.
I don't like Daniel Jones all that much. I think he turns the ball over too much. Mm-hmm. He's got all the talent in the world, but he has to find I think getting Saquon Barkley back is something that he needs.
Yes.
Because he needs to rely on that consistent, having a nice run game, building into the pass game.
Absolutely.
Instead of putting all the pressure on his passing ability and his legs. What he has shown is to be a very capable runner.
Yeah, he is. And if he could learn kind of some lessons I think that Josh Allen has learned up in Buffalo, and that is, don't try to win the game each play.
Yeah, throw the safe ball and then take off with your legs instead of throwing risky in triple coverage and get the 5 yards and slide and make it a 3rd and 4, a 3rd and 3 instead of you miss the deep ball on the 2nd and 7 and now it's 3rd and 7. You can't run on 3rd and 7 because the likelihood of you getting without Saquon Barkley is not very high, getting a 7-yard rush. So you pass it, and then it makes a lot less things that good could happen.
Yeah. Well, and I think, if he takes that maturation that we've seen, like the Cam Newtons take and the Josh Allen's take and some of those quarterbacks that have some of those tendencies take, that you can have a long career in the NFL. I don't think he's ever going to be one of the all-time greats or anything.
No.
But he could be a serviceable quarterback in a good system if they just keep growing and getting some guys healthy and then just.
Well, what he kind of reminds me of is kind of Ryan Tannehill. Like before he got into the system with the Titans, when he was in Miami and he was throwing to Jarvis Landry and Devontae Parker and they didn't really have a run game.
Right.
I was like, wow, he looks like he has all the talent, arm talent, like legs, all the talent in the world, but he just can't figure out how to. He turns the ball too much. He turns the ball over too much, and he's just not as consistent enough. Now he's with the Vikings. He has a really nice system, and he's been thriving.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to go without knowing who the quarterback of the Bengals is here without Joe Burrow. I'm going to go with the Giants in this one.
Okay, you know what? I'm going Bengals. Even though I've talked all bunch about the Giants, I am picking Bengals just for the heck of it. Their offense hasn't even touched the field, and they're tied with the Giants. That's how good they've been playing. They just got the ball.
They haven't even had the ball, and they've already scored. Might be a bad pick on my part.
Well, let's talk about this Cardinals-Patriots game. This should be really interesting. And seeing the matchup between DeAndre Hopkins and Stephon Gilmore.
Right. No, that's a good matchup. Stephon Gilmore, one of the best DBs in the NFL. And obviously Hopkins, just with those, triple X gloved hands there, just snatching balls. Just a great, and he found himself into a great system out there in Arizona. They've been able to move the ball on everybody this year.
That offense that what's his name?
Cliff
Kingsbury has brought to this to this Cardinals offense,
Yes.
I mean, it's one perfect for Kyler Murray. Just to be able to sling it around. I think it's super beneficial to this offensive line to let them develop into a really good offensive line because it takes pressure off the offensive line.
For sure.
Kyler Murray is the quarterback to be able to do this.
Yes.
I mean, like, he is proven to be a
Nice
star
fit.
quarterback that his height does not matter.
No, and especially in that system where they spread you out a lot, and he can find windows in that in that line, and he can move around enough. He's got enough legs to be able to move himself around to be able to stay and find the open.
I think probably the best sense Calvin Johnson at just being like, okay, no one's open. Let's chuck it up and hope something good happens.
Yeah.
Best wide receiver at that since Calvin Johnson.
Hey, we got Justin
DeAndre
Jefferson
Hopkins.
with a touchdown in our Vikings game. Just wanted to get a little break in the action there to talk about that. So kind of what we talked in the pregame there, Justin Jefferson, look for him in your fantasy. Look for him on the scoreboard. We think he's going to have a big game today.
Oh, yeah.
With Thielen out, and he's already getting after it.
Yeah, between that and Dalvin Cook being involved in both sides of the ball, I think that's what we're going to see a lot of. Seeing Dalvin Cook, he's already touched the ball 6 times total, 2 receiving, 4 rushing.
Yeah.
He's going to get a lot of touches today.
He's only had 2.5 yards a rush in those first 4 carries. Look for that to continue to go up. Jay Walker, 8, getting the win there in Vikings victory with 17,445 points. Mav taking second, Willissa third, Scuba Steve in fourth. Congratulations to all of our players out there. Good to see you guys. And that means we're going to get started enrolled in another game of top 10. Last time this game of top 10, it was high scoring everywhere.
Oh,
Let's see if
we
you guys
had
can get that done again.
25 point.
I think 25 point.
25 point.
25,000.
25,000, 23,000, 21,000.
Yeah, it was a bunch of high
there
scores.
was a lot of really good scores in this last one. If there was a top 5 in top 10, there might have been a couple scores just in that one round to get into the top 5.
So we'll see if you guys could keep that great play going here in this next round of top 10. Then immediately after that, we're going to play back-to-back double rounds of Vikings victory.
Oh, that's going to be big.
Yeah.
Big Vikings victory.
Big. But, I like what they did with that series. Kirk Cousins is even getting in on the action and running, got 9 yards.
Oh, yeah. I like to consider Kirk Cousins dual threat.
Well, why wouldn't you?
I mean, you got the legs like Kirk Cousins that run that like good old 5-second flat 40 time. I mean,
well, you know what's kind of weird going back to here to the Cardinals Patriots game is I think if you took the last 10 years, you'd never come into a game between the Cardinals and the Patriots thinking the Cardinals are going to be the favorite.
Oh yeah, no, I mean
it's a topsy-turvy world.
You're talking about a Cardinal team that's really only had a few good years back when they had Kurt Warner.
Right. And I mean, then when they had Bruce Arians at coach and they had Carson Palmer.
Yeah, they were good, but
they
were second round of the playoffs then out kind of team.
Yeah.
They were never a real contender.
Not since Kurt Warner. Since Kurt Warner was, had they been a Super Bowl contender.
And now I'm watching this team, and they are a defense away from being a contender.
Yeah. Because it feels like not only are they not out of any game, nobody that they're playing is ever out of a game as well. No,
it's very high scoring. I'm going to like to see how this game turns out because usually in games like this, I would go with Belichick.
Yeah.
Because I would be like, okay, they don't have a good defense. Like, Patriots consistently have a good defense. They're going to put up points, and they're going to figure out a way to stop Kyler Murray and limit his point production.
Yeah.
So I would usually go with Patriots in this one, but I do want to go Cardinals. but I'm going to go Patriots.
You're going to go Patriots? And here's the other thing is they're in New England. And you're thinking, it's almost December, and you got a team from Arizona.
It's got that little bit of bite.
Yeah, but I'm watching, as I look out there, the videos, the highlights of the game, I'm seeing Cardinals players not even with the sleeves on. It must not be too bad out there. The coaches aren't in coats. New England, the weather's pretty good right now, so that's probably not as big a concern for them. So we'll see how it all plays out. But all right, so you're going Patriots, and I'll go Cardinals. Love their offense. They're never out of any game. I think it's going to end up being a tight game. It seems like they all are with the Cardinals. So.
I mean, that's what it seems like it's going to be. I don't think that Cam Newton I think Cam Newton will take this kind of as a personal quest, just because they are both dual threat quarterbacks, and they kind of like people talk about who's the best dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
And I know Cam Newton kind of looks into that kind of stuff and would like to be considered the best.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't count a good Cam Newton game out of it. And Bill Belichick, one of the best coaches in the NFL.
Yeah, you can never count him out. He's been doing it for a long time.
Oh,
at the top
yeah.
level. So so currently that game is sitting Cardinals 7, Patriots 0, and Cardinals are driving down the field. The next game, this is seems like teams that were both at the bottom of the NFL maybe a year or two ago, and that now seem to be heading in different directions.
Yes.
I don't know if the one you can head in a different direction. They're just wallowing in their spot.
Yeah, they've just been doing what they've done.
That's right.
And that's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets.
Yeah, Jets just don't seem to be able to get out of their own way.
Oh, yeah, and the Dolphins have been really good.
Yeah. No, I think
I'm interested
Flores
to see
really
what
done a
they're
nice job
deciding with the whole Fitzpatrick Tua thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with what they've done with that, because now they have Fitzpatrick back in the helm and taking over again. Was those couple games from Tua just kind of like a Patrick Mahomes games, where Patrick Mahomes got a couple games in his rookie year for developmental reasons,
right?
And let just Tua be the number one player. Be like a really good rookie quarterback for the first 3 games, go 3-0,
right, and
then replace him.
Yeah, I don't know what the thought process is there. And the big thing is not losing the locker room, in that whole process. So oftentimes, one of the challenges for a coach is when you're playing around with that quarterback position, you just can lose the locker room,
Yes.
And so they got to be really careful about that. In general, I've been really happy with Flores. I think he's been a really good, kind of like the way Kevin Stefanski stepped in the Cleveland and kind of been the adult in the room. It feels like Flores has kind of done the same thing down in Miami.
Yes.
Just come in, took control of the franchise that has been just lacking for quite a few years now, and been able to get them and then just gradually taking them in the right direction.
Yeah, I just don't even know where New York is going with their team.
No, I think there's going to have to be major changes here in the offseason.
Yeah, I don't even know if I got the number 1 overall pick. If I wouldn't want that pick.
Oh,
they have too many spots on their team that need player improvement. That I would be like, okay, Chicago, you want Trevor Lawrence? Give me 3 of your stud defensive players. Give me 3 of your solid offensive line. Give me a couple offensive linemen. Give me a couple of your low round picks, to get a franchise caliber quarterback. One of the best grade quarterbacks since Andrew Luck.
Right.
I feel like get your hands on a Trevor Lawrence and make your team different, where that can make a real difference on them. They on the other hand need just a boatload of different players.
Yeah. The Jets. I'll tell you what. Whoever takes over that team here, I'm feeling that they're going to make a change there in the offseason. Is that they've got their work cut out.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot that has to happen.
The Jets are in the lead though, 3-0.
They are.
I do think that's going to change. My prediction: Miami Dolphins come out with the very solid win. I'm not saying that they're going to blow them out, but I think it's going to be a solid win for Miami. and Jets walk home with another loss and another day closer to the number one overall pick.
That's right, and I just can't even bring myself to it. I've been going the crazy route all day today.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I'm going Dolphins. I can't pick the Jets. It feels like that might bring bad mojo on.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what happens with this other game though that we got going on with the Raiders and the Falcons.
Yeah, that's an interesting game. The Raiders, I'll tell you what, I think that the job that Mike Murdoch and Gruden have done there with the Raiders, and over just a few short years, what they've been able to put together and turn that team back into is really amazing. The reemergence of Carr, which has been great to see, is really nice, and I just think the Falcons have a lot of talent though out there. So
the Falcons, when they're healthy and they have Julio, Calvin Ridley, Todd Gurley, Matt Ryan, their offensive weapons, their offense is sweet. That defense, it's not great, but it's definitely not horrible.
Right.
And I think that they're definitely a good team that can beat anybody. But it's one of those teams that you don't want to face late here in the season when you're trying to get that playoff seeding.
Well, how many
and
of the
stuff
Falcons'
like that.
loss have been in just a few points?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're a good team. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see the Falcons win, but the Raiders are definitely considered the better team.
Oh, for sure. They've played really well this year. I think everything from the move to Vegas to the hiring of Gruden to the hiring of Mike Murdoch, just all the things they've made in the last few years has all just culminated into a great
I think
season.
Derek Carr has proved himself when a lot of people were saying, oh, he's just kind of a mediocre quarterback. Is he just a Ryan Tannehill, Ryan Fitzpatrick level quarterback, somewhere in between them? I think he's proved to be more of a Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, that kind of caliber quarterback.
I agree, and I've always thought he was a higher level quarterback. There we got Brent with under 5 minutes left. We've got Brent in first place, Chrissy 1965 in second, Mrs. Yags in third, Lady Love in fourth place. Great job out there, guys. We got Dystony in sixth, Boat Racer 1 in seventh, Dolores in eighth, and Yags 370 in ninth place. About 4 minutes left to get those plays in. Some of you guys look like you're out of plays, but a bunch of you guys got a bunch of plays left. Chrissy 1965 in second place has a ton of plays. So we'll see how that goes here over the next 4 minutes.
Yeah, I would be interested. I mean, Brent has a really good lead right now, but Chrissy has half those plays left. Has a real good shot at trying to get that.
That top scorer.
That top scorer in top 10 that's held by Lou Bear right now, which I think is 28,000 points, 28,490 points for Lou Bear in that top score of top 10. And Izzy Dead Yee commented, is everything working this Sunday? Obviously, last Sunday we had a little bit of technical difficulties.
We did.
We didn't have a server to be able to handle so many players coming out to play.
Yeah.
And so we had to get a whole new server to be able to handle all these players. So that's a real props to you guys about how many players we have playing right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so now everything's been working great since.
Yeah.
And so hopefully it all works this Sunday.
So far it's been awesome here with you guys, and we're super excited about it. So keep playing, make sure you get enrolled in the next games. Get
and
on that
try to
Connect.
get into that top 5, because the next games that we're playing after this 2 minutes and 25 seconds is going to be 2 games of Vikings victory.
Yeah.
Which you can try to win either a signed helmet from Adam Thielen or a signed photo from Alexander Madison.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if you can get that 3 through 5, you get some baseball hats or a stocking hat. So a lot of cool Vikings merch for sure. So make sure you get enrolled, make sure you push play, and you get into these next couple of games of Vikings victory. Well, we still are trying to hit, to get into that finals in our PCS here with a top score in top 10 here as we're playing. Chrissy 1965 has moved into first place now at over 19,000 points with a few plays left.
Woo-hoo.
They're gonna have to be some good ones, Chrissy, but let's see if you can get it. Brent's not done yet. He's got 18,720
No, Chrissy is definitely not all alone there with Brent just on the coattails of Chrissy 1965.
One of our top players there in 7th place, Tricks 421, has a few plays left as well. Dicey in 3rd looks like she's out of plays. Cupcake in 4th as well. And Mrs. Yags in 5th, all out of plays, it looks like. Now it looks like Tricks 421 in 6th is out of plays. Slim Jim out of plays in 7th. Sloppy out of plays in 8th. And Lou Bear out of plays in 9th. But Chrissy still has a few plays. I think that was it for Chrissy right there. And Brent now has used up their plays. Looks like our entire top 9 is done with plays. See if anybody can jump into our top 9 here in the last 40 seconds. But
well, that was a really good game by Chrissy and Tricks and Slim Jim. Oh, wait. I mean, Brent, Dynasty. All these players did really well, scoring really close to 20,000 points. Mm-hmm. We didn't have anybody over 20,000 points.
No, but they got really close.
All really good scores out there this time, with our 9th place spot being 15,105 points, which we saw would have won in our first game of, I think, Pride of Minnesota.
Okay, yep.
I mean, there's really good points right here.
Absolutely. Good job out there, guys. And that means we're about to get into a double play Vikings victory, 2 rounds. We're going to play them back-to-back. A Vikings victory coming up just in a few minutes here. We'll get those tabulators. There it is, Chrissy, 1965. Woo-hoo! The fireworks and everything tells us, Chrissy, you're a winner, and congratulations on getting that win. Right, you took 2nd place, Dyson 3rd. Way to go, guys. And we're going to get enrolling on that enrollment scheme.
I saw a lot of top players in there, and we'll be right back with you guys right after a quick break.
See you guys in a few.
See ya. Hey.
How's it going, guys?
Well, we have a couple people checking in. Amex said, great. It's great, guys. There's always a couple flaws when they start because we were talking about how the system had shut down because so many players.
Yep.
But they're saying it's great now that we fixed all those bugs.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
Thanks, Amex. We sent you a bunch of luck already. So
Let's send them some more, though.
But we'll shoot them some more.
Boom, I did the left-handed throw. Hopefully that was accurate.
Oh, yeah. And then Tony said that they're working around the clock
Yes,
to
they are.
get those improvements. But they're also working to get brand new games into the bars as well.
Yeah.
And so we're super excited to see those new games once you guys get back into the bars.
And during the last Vikings victory game, so we're doing a back-to-back doubleheader of Vikings victory right now.
Oh, yeah.
But during the last one, Fishy24 kind of threw the gauntlet down and said, I'm feeling a victory. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'm feeling.
Yeah. What did he say exactly? He
I'm
said,
feeling that helmet
could
be mine.
Yeah. So, Fishy24 throwing the gauntlet down. We'll see.
Well, you want to go over those, since we're getting 2 games in a row, you want to go over the top 5 of Vikings victory? What's the top 5 right now?
Currently for this week, the top 5 that we've got. It is. Let me pull it up on this other screen because I can see the scores then.
Well, in 5th place is Willissa with 17,410 points. So that's the point total to beat to get into that top 5.
To get into the top 5. There we go.
Then there's
Mom Hee-Haw.
Yeah, Mom Hee-Haw with how many points?
17,935 points there in 4th place. Yep.
And then there's Mr. Big Couch having 18,045 points.
And then right now in line for that autograph photo of Madison is Younger with 18,070 points. I got a feeling, though, we got no points right now in 20,000s. So I got a feeling that that's going to change.
Oh, yeah. I mean, by the end of last week, our entire top 5 was 20,000 points total. So
but currently number 1.
Currently,
for that Thielen helmet.
For the Thielen helmet is Scuba Steve.
Nice job,
Seeing Scuba Steve playing all the time. They have a total score of 19,605 points. Good job, Scuba Steve.
Well, there's Destiny jumping out to first place here in this first of a doubleheader of Vikings victory. Then we got Bear25 in second. Izzy Daddy is in 6th place right now, 13-13 in 7th. Slim Jim in 8th, and Chrissy 1965 in 9th. In 3rd place, we got Naomi Queen, and in 4th place, we got Yags 370. In 5th place, Jackpot Jen, one of our top players out there in the PCS games for sure. So a bunch of top players, really. In that, there's Younger, that's in our current top players in 9th place. So we'll see
what would be a day of Pilot if we didn't go over the day in history?
Oh, it would not be a day at all if we don't talk about the
day in history.
Oh,
yes. Well, there's a wonderful day in history today. In November 29th, 1929,
yes.
American explorer Richard Bird and the 3 companions make the first flight over to the South Pole.
Yeah, they flew over the South Pole. That was the first time it had ever been done.
Yeah, flying from their base, the Ross Ice Shelf, to the pole and back in 18 hours and 41 minutes.
It's a long flight.
Yeah, that is a really long flight, but it would be really cool to be able to see the South Pole.
Yeah, there you are. The first time it was ever done in 1929 on this day. So, yeah, and very fitting for Pilot. You know, we're Pilot.
Oh, yeah.
They flew over. Yeah, so there you go. I can't believe it's November 29th.
It's been flying by.
Yeah, unbelievable. Look at Izzy Dead. Is out there in first place now. Look at that, jumping right out there. Bear25 staying in second. We'll see as these, we're almost to the halfway point. We'll check back in on those points there at 5 minutes to go of our 10-play, 45 plays. Vikings victory, the first of a doubleheader here, a Vikings victory, of course. So bunch of our top players, Berger in third, Sugar Tiffs in fourth. We'll catch the rest of that. Jackpot Jen in sixth, Naomi Queen in seventh, Fishy 24 in eighth, and in ninth place is Yags 370. Yags got a lot of plays left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Dicey in fifth.
So does
Dicey,
Berger.
Yeah, Berger's got a lot of plays. Dicey's got a lot of plays. Yeah, we will see. We're just at the halfway point now. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, all those players that are right there that we just said with Berger and Dicey are on that path, it looks like, to get over 20,000 points. They're on pace.
They're on pace. That is correct. Yep.
I mean, as we know, it is pretty hard to keep up that pace, though. I mean, I've seen people click up in the first quarter of it, get up to 10,000 points, and then barely get over 10,000 points for the rest of the
rest
of the other parts.
Well,
of it.
and that's how you get like that 30,000 point score or that whatever. Is you just have a time where it just all keeps going.
It just never stops. You just keep on scoring points the whole time. Well, I mean, that's what RJ 5616 had happened to him in Meso Perch.
Absolutely. Well, we never did to give our predictions for the last noon game of the Raiders and the Falcons.
Oh,
so
yeah. Well, I'm going to go Falcons on this one.
Okay.
A little bit of an upset. I think that we're going to see a good game out of Matt Ryan. And with Calvin Ridley being healthy, it should be a really good matchup. I think we'll see a good game out of Hayden Hurst, their tight end. He's been getting more and more involved since coming from the Ravens this last season. And I feel like he's finally found his place with this team and is playing really good football.
Well, I think Chucky's got his team playing like an well-oiled machine out there in the desert. And so the Raiders come away with a victory here against those Falcons. So we'll have to maybe next game we'll get into those 3 o'clock games. Because we got three 3 o'clock games. We got the Saints Broncos. I know Mrs. Yag's going to want to hear our conversation about the Saints Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got 49ers Rams, Chiefs Buccaneers. That's going to be a really interesting game to watch. And then tonight we get Bears Packers, little NFC North.
Oh yeah,
battle.
that should be that's a big game for us as well.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if we take a win in this week.
Yeah.
Seeing what happens between. We would really like to see a loss from the Chicago Bears since they're 5-5 right now.
Yes. Yes.
And that would bring us within. Us 5, we'd be
5-6.
We'd be 5-6. If they get a loss, they would be 5-6.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be a really good look for us going into.
We're almost not in a race with the Packers anymore. The Packers have gotten to a point where we're probably not going to catch them.
Yeah.
So what you're really trying to do is beat out those wild card teams. So it's the Bears and it's all the rest of the NFC that are kind of in that wild card race that is really going to be that who we're trying to beat out for those final spots in the playoffs. Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Eagles, Battle of the Birds. And then on Tuesday, the game that just can't get played quite yet is that Ravens-Steelers game that I'm really interested in watching, but that won't happen until Tuesday.
I don't even know if it's going to be as interesting as we're hoping for with all the positive COVID tests for the Ravens.
Yeah.
We may see a really disheveled Ravens this Tuesday.
It could be. It all depends on how many, you got to get 5 days of 5 positive tests or 5 negative tests in a row to be able to get back into the playing. So we'll see how that all plays out for the Ravens.
We got Tony M on 1982 asking, did all the Vikings prizes get announced? We can re-announce them for you. So let you know what these prizes are because there's some sweet prizes in those prizes this week.
Yeah.
In 5th place is a Vikings baseball cap.
Yeah, and in 4th place will be a Vikings stocking hat.
3rd place will be another Vikings baseball cap, and then these top 2 is where it gets real interesting.
Yeah, you got a photo signed in 2nd place of Alexander Madison. It's a really nice, I haven't seen this one, but I know the one of BC Johnson was really nicely framed and matted. You get the certificate of authenticity and all that kind of stuff. Really cool prize. And this week it's Alexander Madison, one of my favorite players.
Oh, yeah. And then in first place, you get a signed mini helmet from Adam Thielen. It's pretty cool with that certification of authenticity. I mean, it's going to be a really cool week to see who can win those top prizes.
And last week we had Vikings baseball hat go out to Jay Kerrigan in 5th place with last week's top 5 prizes.
Oh, yeah.
In 4th place, we had a Vikings stocking hat go out to Amax. And then in 3rd place, we had the mini helmet signed by Anthony Barr going to Dan.
Oh, yeah. And then in 2nd place was that photo signed by BC Johnson that we were talking about was so nice. That went out to Slim Jim. And then the football signed by Dalvin Cook went to Birdie Boy. Good job, Birdie Boy.
Well, this first round of Vikings victory on this doubleheader goes to Izzy Daddy in first place with 16,610 points. That's not going to get into the top 5 there on the Vikings victory, but it is a nice win. Congratulations, Izzy. And now we're getting enrolled for this second game of the doubleheader of Vikings victory.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get somebody into that top 5 here, maybe multiple people if we can. Trying to get in on that Thielen helmet, that Madison autograph photo, either one of these baseball hats or the stocking hat. And cool stuff. Great Vikings merch.
Oh yeah, well let's shoot Tony M 1982 some luck for checking in and giving us a chance to re-go over those wonderful prizes.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Tony M, and congratulations on getting that luck.
Oh yeah.
And now we'll see if it pays off in this next game of Vikings victory. When this game wraps up, then we're going to get into another round of top 10. So that will be fun, and then we'll end the broadcast in one last game of Vikings victory.
Oh yeah.
So that's what we got going ahead. Vikings victory, top 10, and then another game of Vikings victory. And I think there's going to be, even once we go off air, they're going to have another few games of just back and forth of top 10.
Okay, so it's a good time to try to get into that top 5 of Vikings victory.
For sure. During the broadcast and even after we get off air, it is a Vikings Sunday, and so we're trying to play as much either top 10 or Vikings victory as possible. Make sure that we hang out here with you guys during this Vikings game.
I've heard that the more Vikings victory you play, the more likely the Vikings are to win.
That's what people are saying. That's what the experts. That's what the experts in the field are saying. So we'll see if that pans out. So far, right now in the NFL, we've got the Chargers 6, Bills 7. The Titans are 14, and the Colts are also 14. With the Panthers and the Vikings, of course, we've got that 7-0 lead that we've been holding on to here so far in the first half. With the Browns and Jaguars, it is 10-6 Browns. With the Giants and Bengals, it's all knotted up at 7 apiece. We got the Cardinals up 10-7 over the Patriots. It's again knotted up with the Dolphins and the Jets at 3-3. And the Raiders, Falcons, the Falcons have the lead 6-3. That's all of our early games here in the NFL.
Well, you're looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, but I don't trust that.
What we've said all season is this season has seemed to be whoever has the lead in the first half loses the game.
Right. Yeah, but I believe in the lead that the Vikings have. I believe in that.
Oh, yeah. No, I believe that, especially with how I was this is exactly how I predicted the game to go.
Yeah.
Was a low scoring. They're gonna put up points really methodically, control the time of possession, and win a really defensive matchup, 18-13.
Yeah. Well, you were right so far in your description. It's about to bust. The floodgates are about to bust because it's gonna end up 30-23. With the Vikings victory here.
Yeah, you have too little faith in that Vikings defense.
I do. I actually really do. We will see. They played
good games.
They keep getting better. I do believe that they keep doing better. The Buffalo Bills with a trick halfback pass, getting a touchdown out there against the Chargers. That's what got them that score of 14-6. Now, as that lead for the Chargers.
Yeah,
for the
but
Bills,
how about the lopsided victories on Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
that Lions matchup, which was a great loss for the Vikings.
Yes.
That the Lions took that loss to the Texans.
Yes.
Losing 41-25. Texans looked really nice that game, and Lions just fell apart, and they saw it too and decided to tear apart their coaching staff. And
Bob Quinn, the GM, and Matt Patricia getting the axe yesterday for the Lions. And I mean, it's just hard to say when you fire your 9-7 every year coach.
Bob.
Of Caldwell,
Jim Caldwell.
And your next coach never gets to that level, you're going to get canned. And so that's what happened out there. But then the Washington win, I really expected, I thought that the Washington football team was playing better football as the season's been going on.
Yes, I've really been impressed with how they've played.
Yeah, and Alex Smith, and of course, Rivera, I'm a big believer in Rivera. I think he's a good.
Washington's another one of those teams where if I'm the Jets, I would think about trading first overall pick to give them a Trevor Lawrence and then get some of that defensive line help in return.
Yep. So, but they've continued to get better all season, so I'm not totally shocked by that they're playing better football. But I really thought, they got Andy Dalton back. They had a nice win in that first game back with Andy Dalton. I thought Cowboys had finally taken a turn, and no. The Washington football team winning big out there, and that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, 41-16. I mean, that defensive line completely overwhelmed that Cowboys offensive line.
You don't think that in the last 20 years, the one thing that the Cowboys have hung their hat on is good offensive line.
But it has been absolutely injury riddled offensive line.
It really has. Well, look at there's M&T jumping out into first place here with about 8 minutes left to play. Sloppy in second, Devoided in third, Tam Bam in fourth. Is he dead yet? In fifth, and we're rolling into in sixth now is Tam Bam. In seventh is Bree Ricks. In eighth is Tony M 1982, and in ninth is Fishy 24. It's been an interesting year.
Well, a little bit of Vikings stats update on what has been happening with the Vikings. They have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Kirk Cousins has been 10 of 12, though. A really efficient game. Only 56 yards, so not a lot of yards per completion. But really just a solid game. No interceptions, one touchdown reception pass. So that's all I ask for Kirk Cousins. Limit the turnovers and high completion percentage, and that's what he does.
Yeah, and in comparison to that, Teddy Bridgewater 5 of 12 with no touchdowns and one interception. If those kind of diverging paths by two quarterbacks, then that's a Vikings victory right there.
Well, Dalvin Cook, they have done a great job limiting Dalvin Cook. I'll give the Panthers that rush defense has played really well against them, only letting up out of 8 carries, only 23 yards.
That's amazing. I thought they would revert back to the defense we saw against the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago.
But they have played great against Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison. Yeah. And Madison only having 1 carry so far this game. But both Madison and Cook both under 3 yards per rush.
Yeah, that's a nice job. That's what they did against the Lions as well. They looked really good in that run D against the Lions. Now it looks like they're still keeping that. But as long as Kirk Cousins is able to play as efficiently as he has, distribute the ball out there to all the weapons the Vikings have, then that doesn't mean that's a death to to our offense. We've got so many different other weapons to hit, and so we've hit Jefferson with 2 balls, Cook with 3, BB with 2, and then Dillon with 1, Conklin with 1, Johnson with another one. So, hey, BC Johnson, someone out there that got that won that photo signed by BC Johnson. He's got 1 catch for 3 yards. There you go.
Oh yeah.
So getting everybody in the action, you just think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys get their hands on the ball.
Me and Sloppy said I told you under 9.5, and so me and Sloppy are looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, Sloppy's looking like a genius.
Saying
you are
that,
too.
Yeah, I know. I heeded his advice.
Yeah.
And am now looking pretty good in my prediction.
As of right now, I'm paying the price for not listening to Sloppy. That's just the way it goes.
If you need some football advice, I guess you should go to Sloppy.
I usually get my advice from Mr. Yaks, but he didn't give me any advice today.
Yes, that I can tell.
Yeah, I know. He usually props me up. But we're rolling through. He was focused on Vikings victory today. We got M&T in first place with a lot of plays left. We'll see where that finishes up for them. Fishy 24 in 6th place now. Yags 370 in 2nd with a ton of plays to go. We'll see how that turns out. Devoided in 3rd. Is he dead yet? Looks like they might have used all their plays to get into that 4th place spot.
That top 2 though right there between M&T and Yags 370, that is a matchup to watch out for, especially because both of those could be vying to get into that top 5.
Absolutely. We got Boat Racer in 5th. Looks like they've used up all their points as well to get to there. But we'll see here. Let me take a look at 6 through 9. Yeah, 6 plays. Just a few plays left there at 1, 2, 7, 7, 8, 4, 0, 1. Boat Racer 1 now into 7th place. Tony M is in 8th. Yes, as we've got Fishy 24 moving up into 5th. 1, 2, 7, 7, 8, 4, 0, 1 into 4th. We got AI 2018 in 9th, but with a ton of plays left there. So we'll see how that continues to play out as well.
Less than half of the plays done with almost over 10,000 points. It's a good spot for them to be in.
Yeah.
But I would like to see what happens between M&T with the 16,325 points. That's only 1,000 points away from getting into our top 5.
That is true. So they definitely, I think, for sure, Yags 370 and M&T have a shot at this of getting into the current top 5 in Vikings victory. Of course, after this game, we're going to play another round of top 10. We'll see if we can overtake that top score, which currently is sitting with Lou Bear at 28,490. The best score overall in Vikings victory is Birdie Boy with 25,795 points. So that's the best overall score in Vikings victory. But you just have to get to 17,410 to get into that top 5 currently for this week. That's what's going to take right now. But we'll see.
It looks like M&T is closing in on that really fast right now, only needing about 400 points right there to get into that top 5. But we'll see if they can make them, because only about 400 points more ahead is that 4th place spot.
Yep.
And then you could be pushing yourself into that top 3.
Yeah, and Yags is only a couple thousand outside of that as well. So we'll see how this all plays out in these last few plays. Most of the rest of the top 9, let's see, all the 6th through 9th that are out of plays. Let's see.
And it looks like M&T got that, has now passed Walissa for that 5th place spot, and is now trying to work towards getting that 4th or
let's see. They got 5. I think they're done now.
They may be done. That looks like M&T is going to get that 5th place spot. Let's see if Yags is done quite yet. And it looks like Yags still has quite a few plays left. Same with AI 2014, considering they only have 1 minute left to get the rest of those plays in and see if you can get into that top 5 for Vikings victory.
Keep an eye on that here in this last minute, just seeing how this all plays out. AI 2018, just a couple more plays left there. We'll see. They're going to need some big plays to get into that top 5 here on this round.
Well, Jags 370 now has a mark. It's to get into first place to get into the top 5.
Yeah, it is. You get in the first place here, you will be in the top 5 because M and T now currently sitting in 5th place. They're walking around trying on baseball hats, seeing how they look on them right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just, you know.
I think, though, that score, M&T would have to improve their score to be able to stop in the
you're going to want to keep playing.
5.
Yeah, all week. You're going to want to keep playing because these scores get better and better as the week goes on. By the end of last week, like you said, they were all in the 20,000 points, all top 5.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be hard to stay in there with anything under 20,000.
That's what history would tell us so far. Well, we're out of time here.
Yeah.
Let's see, and there it is officially. M&T is that winner. It never showed Yags finishing up his plays. I don't know if he ended up doing it, but.
Yeah, well, good job. M&T scoring 17,585 points, getting into that 5th place spot. Good job, M&T. You right now are in the placeholder of where you would win a Vikings baseball cap.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. So, yeah, that's exciting, and that's the end of our doubleheader of Vikings victory. We're going to be getting enrolled in the top 10 game.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to go on a short break and be right back with you guys.
Bye, guys. Hey, here we are back with you guys. Just over a half minute left to get enrolled in this game of Top 10. We got 2 more games here with you guys. We're going to play this game of Top 10 during the broadcast, and then another one of Vikings victory. But this Vikings victory in Top 10 back and forth is going to continue for a little while, basically until the end of the Vikings game, and then of course, the whole open PCS games will continue all the way till 9 o'clock tonight. So make sure you keep playing all day long. Well,
yeah, and get as much Vikings victory as you can, because we're going to be that top 5 is going to be running all the way till this Friday.
That is correct. Till midnight on this Friday, you can get your score up to be a part of that 5 prizes, of course, which feature 2 Vikings baseball hat, a stocking cap, and then an autographed photo of Alexander Madison and a mini helmet signed by Adam Thielen. So that is super cool.
Oh, yeah.
And we will see who can get those prizes in their hands. So last week we had an autograph ball of Dalvin Cook go out to Birdie Boy. We had a photo signed by BC Johnson, out to Slim Jim. We had a mini helmet signed by Anthony Barr going to Dan, and then a stocking hat going to Amax, and a baseball hat going to Jay Kerrigan.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to all of our winners last week. Of course, that score by Birdie Boy still keeps him in the top score overall in Vikings victory, which is 25,795 points. But,
but right now we're working for Lou Bear.
Yes.
For that 28,000.
490 points there in top 10.
Yeah.
That's what Lady Love's trying to get done here. Quickly jumping out to 3,440 points there to get it into first place with just over 8.5 minutes left.
Minnesota Hunter.
Oh, not going to let Lady Love run away with this thing. Actually jumping to 7,335 points.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Look how little amount of plays they are. So they're
already at 8,000. I mean, there's no slowing down Minnesota Hunter right now.
Look at that. In 6th place, RJ5616, one of our top players in the state.
Yeah.
Actually has the best score of all the games in everything. In Meso First, RJ5616 has a 30,890 point game.
That is a crazy score right there.
Nicely done.
If anybody got something like that, that would be insane.
Oh, well, sorry that we didn't get you in on this one, Tony M. We'll see you on that next round of Vikings victory.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to miss you here on that one.
Well, since it's Sunday, that means we get a new charity spotlight.
Yeah, tomorrow's new charity spotlight.
Tomorrow we get to. We do our last shot at charity spotlight. Then Monday, new charity spotlight.
Yep.
So. Let's go over the Isaac Walton League one more time.
Yes.
Their mission is to conserve, restore, and promote the sustainable use and enjoyment of our natural resources, including soil, air, wood, water, and wildlife. I mean, so many great things. Conserving natural resources is a great mission. That's the Isaac Walton League. And to support this, the Isaac Walton League, play at Rodney's Tavern right when we get back playing in the bars.
Yeah.
The Isaac Walton League is one of America's oldest and most successful conservation organizations, and they are the only organization training, equipping, and coordinating volunteer water quality monitors on a national scale. That's awesome.
It's awesome. Very cool stuff. Really super excited to be associated with them, and that's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's see here. We got Chuckles now. Oh, no, Fishy24 jumping into first place. Still with a bunch of points with everybody out there.
Yeah, but MN Hunter still with not a lot of plays and over 10,000 points. I mean, this entire top 7 are all over 10,000 points already. It is looking to be a really high-scoring matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting how this goes. There's Chuckles jumping back into first. Missy 1, 2, 3 is in second, but only a few plays left out there for Missy. But Fishy24 still has a lot of plays in third, like you were saying. Goalie Mom is in sixth. Lady Love is in seventh. Cookie in eighth. And RJ 5616 in ninth place. There's MN Hunter in second now. Fishy24 in third. Lady Love now back up to fourth place. And Missy 123 in fifth.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have a lot of plays on a lot of players. There's Awesome Owl in seventh place, jumping back into that top 9 again. We got just about 5 minutes left in this game, so that's about the halfway mark here in this game of top 10.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Lou Bear holding that 28,490 point score that we're trying to all catch.
Well, halftime almost upon us, and
Yes.
Us trying to put up some either last-second points or just trying to run out the clock. Only 10 seconds left in the second quarter. It's tied 7-7 between Carolina Panthers, Minnesota Vikings. Not the way we wanted to go into the half, but hopefully we can get a field goal or something before we go in.
Yeah, if worst case scenario, go into half 7-7. You know, it's basically like the start of the game again. You know, you're all tied up. You got a whole half to go out there and win a football game.
Yeah, what happened? It was a defensive breakdown. For that one touchdown. They led up a 41-yard completion to Robbie Anderson for a touchdown. It's his only reception of the game. That's a just coverage breakdown. I feel like they can clean that up, get another score on the board, and that defense is still playing a really good game right now. Right now, that defense.
Oh, look at that. Bree Ricks. Already over 20,000 points, but only a few plays left, jumping into that first place spot. That's an accomplishment in and of itself, though, to be over 20,000 points. That's always a good game, and we'll see what happens in their last few plays. They got to do really well in those plays to pass Lou Bear with 28,490 points.
That's a high score right there.
Is. But we'll see how that goes. MN Hunter still has quite a few plays in second place. In sixth place, Fishy24 looks to be out of plays. In seventh, Awesome Owl the same, as well as Sloppy Sloppy's got just a couple plays left. Yeah, I take that back. But MN Hunter has some more plays. Lady Love in third looks to be out of plays, as well as Chuckles in fourth and Goalie Mom in fifth. But we do have a few players here in that second, sixth through ninth place. Sloppy has just a couple plays left. 1277841 has a few plays in that eighth place spot as well. Let's see.
Yeah, MN Hunter though could make a run at Bree Ricks. See if that could happen with a couple plays left for MN Hunter.
We'll see how that plays out here as things finish up here in this last 2.5 minutes of this top 10. And then we'll be right back with you guys here for a last game of the broadcast, which is a Vikings victory game.
Oh, yeah, last shot to get to that top 5. We already got to see just last game. Who won Vikings victory? Gosh, why am I blanking on it now? Tony, if you could check in and let us know who won last one. They got themselves into that top score with a score of 17,500 and something points. Good job.
Yeah, you're swimming into dangerous territory, my friend, when you don't want to answer the question you're asking me before you ask. We got Bree Ricks, though, with over 28,000 points. Now, MN Hunter also with over 20,000 points in this round of top 10. We've been having some nice games out there during this game day broadcast, but not quite enough there to get into that top score spot. But we did get in that last round. They did get into the top 5.
Oh, getting that fifth place spot.
Yeah, just beating out Yags 370 and getting into that top 5 spot. But I don't remember what the player name was. I apologize, but we'll come back to you with that. We got just over a minute left to get to finish out this game of top 10.
Oh yeah.
Anybody in our top 9?
Looks like MN Hunter used up all their plays.
Yep. You got 20,125 points. That's a nice game, though. I think everybody in the top 9 has used up their plays. If you're outside the top 9 and you have some plays left, make sure you get those plays
sweet.
in.
Vikings got a field goal right before heading into halftime,
Nice.
and was able to make that still keep the lead going into halftime, leading 10-7. Really tight game, though.
Who are the current top 5 leaders in Vikings victory? Fishy24 is asking. I for sure could give you that top 4. We've got I can't remember the person that won just the last round in our Vikings victory. They're in 5th place right now. In 4th place is Mom Hee-Haw with 17,935 points. In 3rd place is Mr. Big Couch with 18,045 points. In 2nd place is Younger. There's Bree Ricks getting the win in that round of top 10. And that means we're going to start enrolling in this next round of Vikings victory. Yeah, in 2nd place is Younger with 18,070 points. And then Scuba Steve is in 1st place so far this week with 19,605 points. So
that's that top 5 right now. The top score being 19,605 points.
If you can beat that, you'll be in line for that Thielen helmet.
Oh yeah, and sitting pretty good for when you get that 1st place spot. You do have a little bit of cushion.
Yeah, I think if you can get into the 20,000s, in this Vikings victory, you've got a decent shot at being in the top 5.
Yeah, I'm not saying stop playing because you keep on increasing your lead.
Yeah.
But
you got a pretty good shot of being in the top 5. I mean, that's what last week proved out at least. We'll see if that continues to hold. But yeah, that'll get you into the top 5 usually for the week.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got some wonderful later games happening today in the NFL. Those 4 o'clock games and later games. You want to give our rushed, non-prepared answers to who and who are not going to be the winners of these games.
Yeah, let's do this. Well, this is an interesting one to me. The Saints and the Broncos.
Yes, with Taysom Hill being the starting quarterback for the Saints this week.
Right, and the Broncos having no quarterback. They're going to play, folks. They're going to play the game, but they have everybody on their depth chart at quarterback was in close contact. So all of them are out. So the Broncos are going to play. They're just not going to have a quarterback in the game. So we'll see who ends up getting the start in the quarterback slot for them. But they currently do not have a quarterback on the depth chart because it was Blake Bortles, Brett Rippon, and Drew Lock all out for this week's game. So
it'll be interesting to see how that affects this game and what do they do to counteract the effect of having no quarterback. Are they going to play a wide receiver at that spot? Hope that they can play a little bit of basically what the Saints are doing with Taysom Hill and play kind of a quarterback, wildcat guy kind of mixture. And I don't know. I mean, at least Taysom Hill.
Jeff Driscoll was also placed, another quarterback in the Broncos building, also placed. So 4 quarterbacks all placed on the COVID-19 list.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see, but I am still going to go with Broncos.
Okay.
With my prediction, just because I like the little bit of craziness of it, and I want to see who they put. Do they put like Jerry Jeudy back there? KJ Hamler? See the little speedster back there?
We'll see. Noah Fant put out on Twitter. He wondered if Peyton Manning was available today.
He might be too busy playing a little bit of golf with like Chuck or something.
Right, exactly. Well, we'll see who they roll out there, but that'll be an interesting game. Just with a quarterback attrition game is what we'll call that one. No Drew Brees, no quarterback at all for the Broncos, and we'll just see how that all plays out. But yeah, so I'll take the Saints. Yeah, Taysom Hill had a nice game for his first game starting at quarterback. I thought he did a nice job. And then we'll see where they go from there. But you got Sean Payton. He's a good coach. He's going to have a good scheme. He's going to have a good plan.
What? I'm a little reminder because a couple people missed last time. Press get enrolled right now so that you can play this final game of the broadcast of Vikings victory. Get a chance to get into that top 5 and win prizes such as a mini helmet signed by Adam Thielen or a signed photo from Alexander Madison. It's pretty good prizes. All you have to do is get enrolled in these next 5 seconds.
Oh, and okay, so Fishy, you may be in that top 5 because he has a score higher than that. Yeah, you may be in that top 5. It just didn't update in our system. We don't necessarily have the most updated scores, so that was just the most updated scores that we have here currently to us. And so if you've got that score, then I'm sure that's in our system, and you will. He's got a score, he said, of 17,615. And that would be currently in our top 5.
Oh yeah, that would be 5th place spot.
Yep. So that is just we just don't have access to those numbers real time here as we broadcast. So I apologize for any discrepancy on that, but you will definitely get credit for any scores that you received while you were playing. It just doesn't always automatically update to us while we are broadcasting. So apologize for any of that.
Well, let's talk about that 49ers Rams game. I think that's a pretty interesting one. I feel like a lot of these afternoon games are going to be really interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting situation. 49ers been banged up,
Banged up, but been really hot and have been really cold. It feels like some games they look like they're really good and that they're back to old 49ers.
Yes.
And then other games it looks like, oh, nope, they're not. They are one of the bottom teams this year, and we can't expect them to be the Super Bowl team that went to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, they got great coaching staff. Shanahan is a really good offensive mind in particular, but he also knows how to lead as a head coach.
Oh yeah, and that defense has been stellar, but just super banged up.
Oh, so banged up for sure. So we'll see. We'll see on that. Yeah, it's an interesting matchup. I think the Rams, again, another bright young head coach. Running great offensive mind there in Los Angeles, but they don't have a true running. I don't think they have that true number 1 running back there with the Rams. So that can bite them a little bit if you can get their pass game just a little off key, not running at its best, and you can do enough to stop their running back by committee there in LA, then you can get their offense a little bit off kilter. And so we'll see how it all plays out as that game unfolds. But it's a little bit of an interesting game. I mean, I would think the Rams would. I didn't look at the favorites, but I'm assuming the Rams.
Yes,
are the
favorite I assume Rams are the favorite. I think is Garoppolo getting the start this week? I don't know if Garoppolo's still hurt.
Yeah,
because if it's Nick Mullins in the starting as the starting quarterback, I'm giving a for sure win to the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah,
I think that it's going to be hard. If Garoppolo's playing, there is a chance that the 49ers could sneak a win. But I'm going to be leaning Rams as well. We're going to have an agreement pick right here. And both pick Rams.
Yeah, they will be without Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle in this game.
Yeah, and without that, that's their 2 main offensive tone setters.
Yep.
And I think without them, they're going to struggle. And so I say Rams win.
I'm going with the Rams.
Okay, but here's a good one. Buccaneers Chiefs.
Yeah, this is a great game.
I mean, after a lot of Tom Brady slander the last 2 weeks,
yes,
are we going to see a different Buccaneers team?
I'll tell you what, it would make the radio waves, explode if the Broncos. If the Buccaneers get a win against the Chiefs.
Yes.
Okay. And I do think the Chiefs played their guts out against the Raiders this last week.
Oh, they did. I mean, they lost to them the earlier in the season,
Yep.
and they wanted to prove that they were a better team than
Yeah,
the Raiders.
for sure. So I think sometimes you can have that letdown week a little bit after a game like that, like they did with the Raiders, and so the Buccaneers could get a little bit of a distracted Chiefs team this week. That would play really well into a motivated Buccaneers, I think, coming off all the criticism of last week, and they seem to kind of rebound off of that well. And so, I mean, I still think obviously the Chiefs, in my opinion, are the best team in the NFL. So you always got to take that into consideration, no matter how much they're on a rebound week or all this kind of stuff. The Chiefs are still the best team in the NFL.
Yeah, Chiefs. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he is a absolute terror for defenses. I mean, but everything that he can do with his arm, his legs, his ability to read defenses now is one of the best in the league.
For sure.
It's hard to go against him, but I am. And it's going to be Buccaneers this week just because I think there's been so much talk about Tom Brady not doing good and him falling off a cliff and doing so bad in 20-yard plus situations.
Yeah.
I'm saying that Tom Brady's going to come out there, look one of the most prepared he's been, and put on a really good show against this really good Chiefs defense. I think as long as the Buccaneers stick with their run game and give it to Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, all those weapons that they have at running back, I definitely could see the Buccaneers getting the win.
And I think that would be really nice for the Vikings. They come get that big win, and then the Vikings come in, and I think they'll talk then all week will be about how great the Buccaneers are. They're amazing.
Unstoppable team. The talent's too overwhelming.
Exactly. And then the Vikings got a shot at that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Chiefs are who the Chiefs are. They are who we thought they were. So in the words of Denny Green, and so we'll go out there, and they're going to go out there. The Chiefs are, and they're going to get a win against those Buccaneers. So talking about wins, Boat Racer won out in the first place out there with 16,635 points.
Yeah, but don't count Tricks 421 out with almost half their plays left and only at 13,000 points.
Yeah.
Only 3,000 points behind Boat Racer with a lot more plays. That's the person I'm looking for right here is Tricks 421.
And Tricks 421 is accustomed to winning, so that would not be surprising. We got Ajax out there in 5th, and we've got Mad Dog, big-time player, out there in 6th place.
Shwaki out there in 7th.
With a lot of plays.
Yeah.
She-Devil in 8th. A bunch of top players in this top 9 right now. So we'll see how this all plays out. Looks like Boat Racer is out of plays.
Yeah, Boat Racer and Lady Love and Younger all out of plays right now. Younger is one of our top players right now in 2nd place.
Yeah, there you
go. In line to get the Alexander Madison photo.
Oh, there we go. So, like I say, Trix still has a ton of plays out there, and we're just going to see how this last 2 minutes plays out. Shwaki still with quite a few plays in 7th for sure. Well, so we got the Chiefs, Buccaneers, then the last game of the night.
This is a big one for the Vikings. That's the Bears-Packers.
I just want to say, just to put it out there in the ethos, right, that the Packers win, only because it leaves a bad taste in my mouth just saying it.
Yeah.
But just because of that helps the Vikings.
Can we somehow have them both lose?
Yeah, maybe. Although I think this would be a benefit to the Bears. I'd say just have them tie. But that's actually better than a
that's better than a loss. I think that right now,
the
with the Packers being 7-3, they're going to end up being that one team with the first round bye, get a really nice seed. But
look there, you picked it. Tricks 421 now into first place still with some more plays left, and they're at 17,160 points.
Oh, yeah.
And it keeps growing. They could get into this top 5. And again, like, there might have been some plays today that we have not seen in our calculations.
Oh, yeah,
So,
we just have it from the end of yesterday,
Yeah.
what that top 5 was.
Yeah.
And so any kind of high point scores today, we don't have the update yet. So if you have a top score and we haven't said it yet and you're like, where is it? We'll be talking about that tomorrow.
well, Trix now is in, compared to the list that we have in front of us. Trix would now be in that top 5. They're closing in. That looks like the end of their place. 17,920.
Was that enough to beat?
It wasn't to go ahead of Mom Hee Haw. That would beat out Willissa. That would beat out our last round scores, and that would beat out the score that Fishy 24.
Yeah,
told us
good
that he
job,
had.
Trix. 421. We got Boat Racer 1 checking in saying Trixie!
Nice
exclamation
job.
point, exclamation point.
Well, for the rest of the day, we're going to throw out some luck to Boat Racer 1 just for being a good sport.
Oh,
there,
yeah.
right down. And that is going to wrap up our broadcast for today. We had a super great time with you guys. Thanks for coming and playing with us and being a part of the broadcast. For checking in on Player Connect.
We still have the screen to pop up.
Oh.
Trix 421.
There
Get
it
the
is.
official win. Tabulator sent in. You might have a top 5 spot when we come in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So make sure you check in tomorrow when we start playing some more games for us, a little bit of happy hour.
Yeah, we'll have we'll be with you guys.
Not
for
happy hour, lunchtime.
We'll have lunchtime. We'll have Cash Crew 2 with you guys for lunch. We'll be with you guys for happy hour.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be a great week of Pilot Championship Series.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
All right, have a good one.
Take care.